All right, and we're live. So yesterday, markets are retreating, and yesterday it was all caused by Nvidia. There's some Nvidia drama as a China investigation bombshell unveils here. Today we had Oracle reporting earnings, and we'll talk about this. Then, of course, tomorrow the CPI report, and it seems that traders are waiting for this. And then next week, the Fed meeting. So there's a lot to talk about. And with that said, let's get started. And welcome to Coffee with Marcus and Morgan. Today is Tuesday, December 10th, and in this show, we are going to talk to you about what's happening in the markets and how we are trading it. And yeah, Mark, yesterday, just a little bit of a pullback here.
Yeah, we saw the market pull back a little bit from record highs, especially with the S&P and the Nasdaq, about 0.5, 0.6% lower across the board. A little bit of selling in the morning, but then it continued in the afternoon.
Yeah, if you look at a 5 minute chart here, yesterday we see it. We were talking about it during Coffee with Marcus and Mark here in yesterday's show where we had the slide. And then just as we finished the show, it seemed that it has stabilized, but then a little bit more in the afternoon. And honestly, for absolutely no reason other than, I mean, we have been trading at record highs. And we didn't have any news that are kind of sparking a new rally here at this point because we are waiting for the inflation data that is being released tomorrow and on Thursday.
Yeah, that's the spotlight for the week. Inflation data, CPI data coming out an hour before U.S. markets open tomorrow, and then PPI data on Thursday. And the last big data for the Fed to take into consideration before their meeting next week that wraps up on Wednesday.
Yeah, because usually the Fed, I mean, their favorite inflation indicator is the PCE index, and it is being released next Friday. Now, we know that Powell and the gang, they usually seem to have a little bit of insight of what it will come in at. And this were, again, this week all about CPI that is expected to tick up a little bit higher.
Yeah, and we'll see if there are any surprises, what the reaction is there. There's that expectation that it will tick higher, and you never know if it's better or worse.
Yeah. So let's take a final look here at the probabilities because they might change tomorrow. When we look at it tomorrow, it might look completely different. Right now, Fed funds traders are factoring in an 88% probability that the Fed will lower interest rates next week, 12% probability that it will keep it the same. And yes, tomorrow morning, this can change dramatically.
Dramatically, it is.
Dramatically, it is. Also, I mean, looking at the VIX, the volatility index, yesterday a little bit of an uptick. I mean, after the day before, let's see, on Friday, after the jobs report, let me just actually go to my crosshairs here. This is where we were trading as low as 1270. Yesterday, trading as high as 1423. So yesterday, a little bit of uncertainty back. This morning, it started with some uncertainty, and we opened up right here at 1430, dropping right below the 14 handle. But it just seems that there is a little bit of nervousness going into tomorrow's report.
Yeah, it does look like that. And I mean, on Friday we were at super low levels, but a little spark there in volatility, and we see options premiums increasing a little bit because of it.
Yeah. Overall, looking today at the heat map, we see that Nvidia is still down, and it's right now. It seems that other semiconductors are being dragged down. AVGO ahead of earnings this week, down 2.8%. I believe they report earnings on Thursday. MU down 2.4%. AMD, and then of course the big one, Oracle down 7.6%.
Yeah, Oracle reporting earnings and taking a little bit of a hit. They had an earnings miss there, and investors punishing them for it.
Yeah, so I need to refresh my screen here. So here we go. Earnings. Look at this. I mean, Oracle, everybody's darling, and then reporting earnings. that came in worse than expected.
Yeah, so a little bit of a hit there. Marcus, you were showing the heat map in semiconductors and Nvidia being down. I think it was interesting because Nvidia was up 2% earlier today. So Nvidia bouncing back after yesterday being a little bit of a drag there after the news from China. But Nvidia going negative after a decent start to the day. Oracle's been down the entire time,
Yeah.
but in Nvidia.
ORCL bouncing back a little bit. And yeah, NVIDIA, let's take a look at this, where we are right now. So, first, a little bit of a relief that maybe it's not as bad as everybody thought with the investigation that has been launched in China. But yeah, turning negative right now. Looking at our stock screeners and looking at the percent day gainers, we see that Boeing, of all companies, look at this. Boeing is leading the charge today with a 5% gain, bouncing back. I mean, that's a pretty decent move for Boeing.
Yeah, that is a nice little rally there. Back to back wins. It looks like for Boeing after a rally yesterday, and I see a news that they have restarted production of their 737 Max last week. Maybe the chatter about that this week has some traders excited about it.
Yeah. Google also up this morning 4%. And this is because Google now is also announcing a chip. I didn't even know that Google was in the chip building business. I mean, but same as Apple, right? I mean, Apple moved into the chip building business with their M1, M2, M3 chips after having other chips in there forever in their devices. Now Google following suit and announcing a new chip.
Yeah, it looks like the best day for Google since April, and investors liking that news, and we'll see if it continues.
Maybe this is one of the reasons why now all of the other semiconductors are down because Google, I mean, a major player, although I must say, I understand when Apple and Google are going into the chip production here, but I don't know how much experience they have. But I mean, with the market capitalization that they have, they can probably just buy all the talent that they need, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's look at the percent day losers. MDB, MongoDB also down today. And this is based on earnings. Even though earnings came in better than expected, I believe it was the outlook that is dragging down MongoDB here this morning.
Yeah, their CFO and COO also, I guess, are stepping down as of January 31st. So maybe some shakeup in their executive team has investors a little bit concerned.
Yeah, and SMCI, I mean, after bouncing back nicely after their kind of irregularities in the financing and the accounting and reporting, they were bouncing back nicely, but today down 9.4%.
Yeah, it looks like investors a pretty nice comeback, but maybe there's still some concerns around what took place there.
Yeah. Finally, PDD, Pinduoduo, yesterday's darling, today kind of in the top 10 of of the uh, largest losers for today, down 5%. Yesterday on rumors or on news actually that there is more stimulus coming in China. PDD, Pinduoduo rallied up yesterday. I think let's just see where we were yesterday. Can't remember, but I think, yeah, up 10% today, giving back half of it.
Yeah, and it looks like maybe some of there were some stimulus comments that were shared yesterday, and maybe it was a bit exaggerated. So a bit of a pullback after that initial push.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at our trades and our trading. And today we had 5 WTF signals and five. So, yes, we do have some action right now again in WTF. And we decided to skip Abbott Laboratories. We did take Cintas Corporation. And let's see where we are right now. So we entered at 209.16, right now trading at 210 40-ish, something like this. So hang in there. Looks like we're off to a good start here with CTAS, Cintas Corporation.
Yeah, doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah. MET is another trade that we took, Met Live, and we entered at 82.28, right now trading at 81.84, so 40 cents below. Was sliding this morning, bouncing back right now and doing what we wanted to do. I mean, this is where we are winning the fear, WTF, after a slide. We're buying into this and expecting it to bounce back a little bit, and would be nice to bounce back to around 86. We'll see what happens here over the next few days.
That'd be the goal.
Good. SO, that's another trade that we skipped. And then we did take TMUS, T-Mobile US. We entered at 234.84, right now trading at 233.62, like $1.20 below our entry, but also doing exactly what it's supposed to do. T-Mobile US yesterday, big slide, down 6%. Today, up 2%. So already bouncing back. That's what we're looking for. Would have loved it if this morning there was still a little bit more fear and that they would have opened around the 230-ish level and then bounce back. But hey, this is exactly what we're expecting here.
Yeah, some strength today, and we'll see if it continues.
Yeah, and then we have our 3 open positions. And first up, ODFL from last Friday and ODFL today, moving lower and then finding some support at the 200-day moving average, bouncing right back. We entered at 204.77, right now at 203.53, so kind of $1.20 below our entry signal, and also nicely doing what it's supposed to do. Cool.
Yep.
2 trades yesterday. Fast was a trade that we entered yesterday. We entered at 81.45, right now trading at 80.23, and we also see nice bounce back. This is what we are looking for with the WTF strategy, that we do have a little bit of a slide, and then we are buying into this weakness here, buying the dip and riding it back up.
Yeah, nice to see a little bit of a reversal today, and it looks like it's going where we want it to go.
Yeah. Finally, BKR, Baker Hughes, also oil and gas. Yesterday, we entered this trade. We entered it at 41.46, right now trading at 41.51. So, I mean, all of the 6 trades are kind of doing what we expect them to do.
Yeah.
Perfect. No exits right now, so we are in 6 positions, and we are willing up to take up to 10 positions. So we're a little bit more than halfway full, and hopefully we will find more opportunities over the next few days and then get some really nice, hopefully, knock on wood, profitable exits here. We're just following the rules.
Follow the plan.
Yeah. All right, hopping over to our wheel positions. And on our wheel positions, first up, CSIQ. CSIQ yesterday had a great day at some point, rallying here as high as 1361, pulling back a little bit into the close this morning, slightly down a percent. And right now the question is, okay, what's next for CSIQ? Kind of loving it that we have found some support at the 12 level and seem to definitely want to push higher. And right now, haven't quite found the strength to push back to the 16 level, 20 level, and then towards our cost basis at 23.
Yeah, interesting to see that sharp reversal yesterday. It was still a positive day, up 4%, but it seems like we filled that tiny gap, and now it's just wait and see.
Yeah, but also today, trading as low as 1201 when it started reversing. So it just seems that the 12 level has established itself here as some support level for now. All right. BP, formerly known as British Petroleum, now just BP. I still think it's British Petroleum, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. So yesterday, having a great day. That's a stock that you're in, up 4.8% yesterday, following through today with another 0.35 gain. So overall, looking good. Nothing yet to do for you.
Yeah, headed in the right direction. Waiting to see if it can rally a little bit more before selling calls.
Yeah. HAL Halliburton today also up 0.6%. So this is doing well. Nothing yet to do. My break even here, as you can see, at 31.79. And then coals. Coals. I mean, this will be interesting. I am right now, my cost basis is 1985, planning to fly a rescue mission right here at 15. I did it last week, then only got assigned partially. And right now I'm trying to complete my rescue mission to bring down my cost basis to 1880. That's what I'm looking for. So yesterday I sold the 15 puts, and right now today, this morning, it moved as low as 1491. Right now it seems that 15 is holding as a support level for now, bouncing back right now at 1514. So I'll see. I want to get assigned. So in order to get assigned, it has to trade below 15 on Friday afternoon. And we'll see. I mean, it's only Tuesday, so we still have 4 more days to go because I'm counting today as a full day.
Sure. And you decided that that's where you want to get assigned, buy more shares to lower your cost basis. So it works. Now you just have to wait till Friday, and there is that dividend that you're going to get for the shares that you do own.
Thursday.
Yep.
Perfect. MRK, Merck, I mean, yesterday having a good day. Today pulling back a little bit, 2% out of nowhere. Don't know what's causing it, but we are still seeing a nice trend channel here right now, trading at the lower trend channel. So Merck, you can kind of resume your move higher here. So just stay above 103. Why did you drop below 102? Come on, stay back up there. That'll be fine.
I like that
And
channel, though.
I know. And then UPS, golly. I mean, UPS, this is where we were looking at the chart, and we decided to fly a rescue mission here as well as 125 because we see that there's some solid support there. And then we tried to do it yesterday, and yesterday morning we entered our order. And if we are zooming in here, we see that yesterday, I mean, it was just up and away for UPS. I mean, not complaining. And I would have loved to be able to sell puts first before we rally. Today, a follow through up 0.9%. So you see that we bounced off the 125 level right now, trading at 129. I mean, wow, a $4.70 gain here in just a matter of 2 days. So let's see what happens here.
A little bittersweet. It seems like we had the right idea yesterday morning, but it would have been great to get assigned, or at a minimum had that put premium collected, but just a little bit too late.
Yeah. So anyhow, that's where we're at. So as you can see, we are super active in these markets. There's always something to do. And today we actually looked at a few more trades with our mastermind members. I mean, both for you and I right now, we're pretty happy where we are at, but there were some more opportunities. We looked at NUE, we looked at ON, we looked at ORCL as an earnings play here, and we also looked at, what was the last one? I do believe, now I can't remember.
We looked at Comcast, NUE,
Oh, yeah.
ON.
Perfect. So these were all possibilities that you could consider here for today. And we'll see of what's happening in the next few days. And before we go back and see what the markets are doing here right now, it is the time of the day in the show for our dad jokes. So I think yesterday we kind of both won. I mean, based on the comments that I saw, did you see something else? Do you declare yourself as a winner again?
No, I think it was a tie.
All right. So let's see. What do you have for us today?
So, I have this 125-pound chocolate lab chip, right? But did you know he could do magic?
No.
I call him a labracadabrador. I know, that's bad.
Okay. I like it.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
I also have a question for you. I'm sticking with the Christmas theme here. So what do you get when you combine a Christmas tree with an iPad?
What?
Well, that would be a pineapple.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to the markets and let's see what's happening here. So we're looking at a 5-minute chart of the S&P 500, and we see that after opening a little bit higher here this morning, pulling back right towards yesterday close, trying to push higher, but right now trading right where we opened. We see it here. We are up 3 points for the day on a 6,000 point index. So that's 0.05%. Very similar pattern here in the Dow. So the Dow actually recovering from falling earlier, right now up 3 points on a 44,000 point index. So that's 0.01. The Nasdaq right now, I mean, started strong but pulling back right now, and this is what we saw in Nvidia, basically, right? Nvidia
Yeah.
started strong, pulling back right now. So also the Nasdaq right now only up 0.17%. Russell, similar like the Dow, bouncing back a little bit, but as we can see, the markets are definitely waiting, and it is tomorrow's big report.
It's all about inflation data this week. We'll see what the reaction is.
Yeah, so you don't want to miss tomorrow. So please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, or if you're listening to this on a podcast, subscribe to the podcast here. Hope that you liked it. If you do, give us a like or leave a comment below and let us know if you liked it. Let us also know who won the dad joke contest today. And please, as always, feel free to share this information with anybody who might find this helpful. There's a share button somewhere on the page here where you're listening at, or on your mobile device. There's a share. Share it with others. We would really appreciate it. Okay. Hey, before we go, the holiday calendar. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Completely forgot. Our 25 days of Christmas. Today there is a puzzle that you need to put back together. So there is our puzzle. And so we will see. No, this doesn't work. So if you want to participate in this, there's a link right underneath this video. And this doesn't work. Let's see. Well, this goes probably somewhere here. Okay, so for the next 15 minutes, you can watch us doing this puzzle here, or watch me doing the puzzle. Or you could just enjoy your day and subscribe to the channel, and then we'll show you tomorrow what the puzzle looks like. How about that? All right, with that said, you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Happy trading, everybody.